Welcome to Prop Talk Podcast, a voter companion show by House of Nouns. Here to make your voting decisions easier by bringing you objective and succinct explanations of every proposal before voting ever closes. We'll also contextualize the conversations that are happening around these proposals so you don't have to dig through discourse or Twitter trying to figure out what's going on. We're brought to you by House of Nouns, a supercharged governance platform with on-chain voting and discussion. Your voice can be heard if you go to houseofnouns.xyz and cast your vote for these proposals. Let's get started now. Proposal number 168, Nouns x Mr. Beast, proposed by oxhindsight.eth. The TLDR of this project, the proposer wants 500 ETH to support a competition on seeing who could get Mr. Beast to host a Nounish style video on his YouTube channel of over 110 million subscribers. So let's break down the budget for this proposal. It gets a little tricky because at the time this proposal was put on chain, 500 ETH was worth about $750,000. And after this week's turmoil in the crypto markets, it's worth less than $580,000. For the purposes of this video, we'll lay the budget out solely in ETH. 340 ETH would go to Mr. Beast for the creation of this video. 160 ETH would be the bounty. But of that 160 ETH, whoever convinced Mr. Beast to do the video would actually only get 112 ETH, unless Mr. Beast donated at least half of that 340 ETH to charity, in which case the person who won the bounty would get an additional 48 ETH. If no one could convince Mr. Beast to make a video in the next 9 months, well, all of the ETH would be returned to the treasury. So who's behind this proposal? Well, it was put on chain by oxhindsight, who was delegated 3 nouns to put this proposal on chain. Sam Ellis, known as the pencil.eth, and Jarman are on the multisig. As for similar proposals, there aren't any. There's never been a proposal that retroactively reward campaigning for nouns in this fashion. You could compare other proposals to create Nounish videos like the Nouns glasses in the Super Bowl commercial, which cost 1 noun, Mad Realities, which cost 50 ETH, or Nouns Around Town, which cost 609 ETH. However, this proposal is much different as the final video is a huge unknown. As for community sentiment, this project's kind of been met with some pushback. AI409 said on House of Nouns, "I'm not very confident this is going to make a large enough impact to justify the cost. I'm not even confident this offer will be enticing for their team, or that this video will stand out in a sea of insane stunts he normally does. I think I'd be much more receptive if Mr. Beast had any sort of prior interest/care in Nouns DAO." Jihad.eth said on House of Nouns, "This proposal does not demonstrate an understanding of Mr. Beast's video process. It's unlikely that 500K would be enough given the stipulations. I would support a revised proposal with more info from the Beast team." Krell said in the Nounsel Discord, "The prop is a bit undercooked and could gain from a V2 after a bit of iteration. Let's brainstorm other ways to get Mr. Beast excited about nouns." Big Shot Kim had this to say in the Nounsel Discord, "I wish that there was more clarity on what Mr. Beast would do with the nouns. I like the idea and the initiative a lot, just not sure that putting a bounty on an introduction to do something is the best approach." Coral Orca said this in the Nounsel Discord, "I voted no because I think it's important to have the main guy, Mr. Beast, part of the prop and genuinely interested in the collab and noun-pilled beforehand. It will have an impact on the quality and authenticity of the output." As for voting, it's open now and will be until Sunday, November 13th. Let's take a look at the proposals that passed last week. Proposal number 166, or Nouns on the Ground, to support Stupid Buddy in a 10-day Nounish activation at the Rose Parade, was passed a whopping 208 to 0. The Nouns OTG team will be awarded 62 ETH. Proposal 167 from Zora for Nouns Builder Protocol passed in a contested vote, 143 to 109. Zora will be funded with 1,000 ETH to seed Builder DAO, which will continue to build out Nouns Builder and is expected to launch next week. On the for side of that proposal, Voters supported Zora's reliable Nounish team and love that the builder adds to the Nouns ecosystem and infrastructure. Many of the 108 against votes echoed similar sentiments. 1,000 ETH is too much up front in one lump sum. The future for Builder DAO isn't laid out well enough, and it's unknown if the tool will pick up traction in the community. Notably, the Nounders or Noun founders voted against with their 52 votes. Both 9999 and DevCarrot voted no with their Nounders votes because the Builder DAO is early in its life cycle, and it's unknown what the large Builder DAO treasury will be used for. 9999 said Builder currently has no metrics to match the size of this ask. And now time for some Prop House updates. Voting for the Make Nouns Go Viral Prop House round is live for 5 more days, so don't forget to vote. 5 creators will win 4 ETH for their efforts. This Prop House asks the proposals to be the output of work, so that's something to keep in mind as you vote. Here are a few of our favorite proposals in this round. Number 1 is the Nouns Give Back #TikTok Public Good campaign sponsored by the Nouns Square. The Nouns Square offered $5,000 prize to encourage people around the world to do good in their communities while repping nouns. In total, the TikToks using this hashtag have over 34,000 views. If they win, they'll put the 5 ETH towards doing it again. Number 2, Roadmap a Nounish Journey by OX Dariush. Dariush traveled 270 miles with Noggles and a Nouns t-shirt on, while talking to locals about Nouns DAO and the Nounish culture. 150 unique wallets claimed 300 editions of Nounish Roadmap NFTs in 6 weeks. Number 3 is the Nouns AR game and creative campaign by Cuckoo Pambuti. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. This is an AR Instagram filter game similar to Doodle Jump using Noggles. The creative campaign would be executed after funding. And number 4, find the Noggle sticker. Brazilian creator got 200K views on TikTok, placing noun stickers around the world and asking followers to find them. Dozens of people in the comments started searching for them, so I guess it worked. Well, that's it for this episode of Prop Talk. If you want to join the discussion, make sure to go to houseofnouns.xyz or join us in our spaces hosted by the Nouns Squared every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Until next time, stay Nounish.